Hi, I'm Dan MacArthur, and this is my wife, Teresa.
Hi.
We're missionaries with Vision for Africa based in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a country about the size of California. It's in the southern part of the continent, just above South Africa. We've been missionaries since 1989. I know that's a long time, right? But we love what we do.
The thing we love the most about Zimbabwe is the people. There are several different people groups in Zimbabwe. There are Shona people and Ndebele people, Asian Indians, and a small population of whites. The country has 3 languages spoken, but English is the first language. Our ministry is mostly to the African tribes. Our heart and our passion is to introduce people to the love of Jesus and to do what he did. Heal the brokenhearted, feed the hungry, and care for the needy.
Our ministry in Africa include many different programs, but we only want to look at 3 of them right now. The first one is the Tapua Upenyu Orphan Program. Now I know that's a mouthful. Tapua means we have been given in the Shona language, and Upenyu means life. So it's the We Have Been Given Life Orphan Program, or TUOP for short. Because of the AIDS epidemic, there are many orphans all over Southern Africa. Most of these kids live with an extended family member, like grandparents or sometimes even older siblings who are barely out of school themselves. The financial strain on these families often prevent the orphans from being able to go to school. So the function of TUOP is to pay the school fees so they can continue their education. TUOP was started in the year 2000 and has helped to educate hundreds of orphan children. Some of the orphans have been supported by TUOP all the way through their school years, and they are now either in college or working somewhere. One young friend of ours is named Isaac. He was raised by his grandmother and supported by TUOP all the way through school, graduating with honors, and is now in college doing his internship as an electrical engineer. Another young TUOP friend named Josephat is finished with school and headed off to Bible college this fall. He wants to be a pastor. The kids supported by TUOP are recommended to us by pastors who are also involved in meeting the spiritual needs of the orphans and their extended families. Vision for Africa will frequently do a VBS for the TUOP kids so we can just love on them, sharing the gospel of Jesus and giving them an opportunity to just have fun, which is a very rare thing in their lives.
Another project that Vision for Africa has gotten involved with recently is with street kids in the town of Gweru, which is where Dan and I live. Most of these kids have either been abandoned, orphaned, or they have run away from abusive homes and now are living on the streets and they're getting into trouble. A majority of them have homes that they could return to, and if not, then orphanages are plenty and they have ample opportunity to be placed there, but they choose to remain on the street because they prefer that lifestyle above one with rules and responsibilities. Gweru has become known as a place for these kids to go in Zimbabwe because the people in our town are very giving and generous. The problem is that these generous people don't realize that their giving actually only enables the street kids to remain in this harmful lifestyle instead of getting real help. So we have begun a project that we hope will enable us to reach these kids with the love of Jesus and to hopefully be able to get them off of the streets and into a healthy home structure. Once a week, we provide a meal for them and just spend the time just talking with them and praying with them and just loving them. They desperately need the love of Jesus, and it is our hope to bring that to them and help provide them with a hope and a future through the life-changing love of God.
Thirdly, we'd like to share with you about the many different feeding programs that Vision for Africa has been involved with over the years. Zimbabwe is often plagued with drought conditions and poor rainy seasons, and since the major supporting income for most rural Zimbabweans is farming, this is often a huge problem. The result is lots of hungry people. Vision for Africa has helped with feeding programs, especially in the rural area of Silobela. Silobela is frequently hit hard during drought because the soil is all sand, which makes farming a challenge even without a lack of rainfall. So during these times of drought, Vision for Africa buys food by the tons in the city, and we have to ship it to the Silobela area. We've provided thousands of tons of food for hungry people over the past 15 years through the generous gifts of caring people here in the U.S. Many are alive today because of the food provided because of those gifts.
If you'd like to learn more about Vision for Africa, you can visit us at our website. And if you'd like to donate to any of these projects, you can do so online or by sending a check to this address.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to our story, and God bless.